Old men's stories. Wow, look at that. I don't think that's the universe. I think that's a fishing hole.
Top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow. That's the only song I know all the words to. And hearing my voice for the first time probably made you all swoon. Of course, my claim to fame was we were at a talent show for people to walk up on stage. And I got up there and I said, I've never shown you something I've never done before. And I started taking off my shirt and I said, and I teased him, I said, I'm gonna sing. Well, my singing is phenomenal. It's absolutely great. It's some of the best in the world. I just haven't talked the rest of the world into it yet. But my singing is something that comes into that phenomenal story. Because at the cabin, I told, remember the karaoke machine? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, and the kids walking out of the room when I got the karaoke machine. Well, every night at the cabin, because I didn't get many volunteers and I didn't get any volunteers. Well, I thought I might get some volunteers once in a while, but I'd sit out there with my karaoke machine and I'd run it full spectrum out at the lake. And I would sing karaoke to the fish. And I sang to the fish night after night so that I would impress them so I'd catch the most fish the next day. And we have these ongoing fun discussions about who's the best fisherman up there. And three of the people most involved are my brother Dave, his son Rob, and my sweetheart Terry. Well, right now, she's got the super record for fish on the lake. And not only that, but we have a trophy fish. Yeah, one mounted that she caught at the local store. It's sitting up there on the wall with Roland Willits. Age greatest fish on this lake. And I keep catching fish and trying to beat her. And she'd come in and I would hear laughter. Well, I thought singing would work to attract those fish because I would catch a bigger fish every year. And I know they hear because I had this wonderful experience while I was scuba diving. When I was scuba diving in the ocean, you can't hear much unless someone hits something metal against metal and you can hear the vibrations. But I heard this ooh, ooh. I said, what's that? And then I remember, it was whales. And they can be heard for miles and miles and miles. And there were, right off the coast where we were diving, a whale and her baby. And I said, I wonder if I sounded like that, if they would say hi back. So I went, ooh, ooh. And you know what I heard? Two back again. Wow. It was like magic. Mystic magic underwater. So I knew they heard. So singing up at Lake Lizzie made all the sense in the world to catch the bigger fish. And man, I caught last summer. I caught this big, what they call a muskie. A muskie in Minnesota is the fish to catch. If you catch a muskie, you're a fisherman. Of course, the one Terry has on the wall at the store is a muskie too. And it's a lot bigger than the one I caught, but I caught a big one. I was so proud, and I took a bunch of pictures and brought them in and says, "Look at this, sweetie." And she looked and looked and laughed. Boy, a fisherman just doesn't get any respect nowadays. So this summer I'll be back out on the lake with my karaoke machine singing to the fish. Jeff.
Thank you, Roland. And I gotta say, whether you are the fish crooner or the whale whaler, it's hard to say. But I do know that whether it's up to you whether you think it's worth it to be out there running scales.
Old men stories. Now we're coming into a big fish pond